stalked by a beast. Alex had always been a hunter. He lived in Siberia, where the cold winters and rugged terrain made for some of the best hunting in the world. He had spent years learning how to track his prey, and he was known as one of the best hunters in the region. But on this particular day, he was surprised to find himself being stalked by a creature he had never encountered before. It was a saber-toothed cat, a creature that was thought to be extinct for thousands of years. Alex couldn't believe his eyes as he watched the cat stalking him through the snow-covered forests. He had always heard stories about these ancient beasts, but he had never actually seen one. And now, one was hunting him. The cat seemed to anticipate his every move, as if it was toying with him. It was a strange feeling, like he was being watched. He tried to run, but the cat was faster, and it seemed to cut him off at every turn. The cat had been following him for hours, its hot breath on the back of his neck as it stalked him through the snow-covered forests. Alex could feel its presence behind him, and he knew he had to act fast. He began to run, darting through the trees as fast as he could. The cat was faster, however, and it seemed to anticipate his every move. It was as if it was toying with him, waiting for the right moment to strike. As he ran, Alex could feel the adrenaline pumping through his veins. His heart pounded in his chest and his breath came in short gasps. He could hear the cat behind him, its claws scratching at the snow-covered ground as it closed in on its prey. Finally, Alex burst out of the trees and into a clearing. In the distance, he could see the river that separated his side of the land from the rest of the world. It was his only hope of escape. But as he ran towards the river, the cat appeared in front of him, blocking his path. It was a massive animal, with sharp teeth and powerful muscles. Its golden eyes seemed to glow in the sunlight, and it let out a deafening roar as it charged towards Alex. Alex knew he had to think fast. He remembered hearing that the river was beginning to rise from the spring thaw. If he didn't get across soon, he would be trapped on his side of the river with the massive cat. He dodged to the left, trying to get around the cat. But it was too quick, and it lunged at him with its powerful jaws. Alex felt its teeth sink into his shoulder, and he cried out in pain. But he didn't let the pain stop him. He stumbled forward, towards the river. The cat was still on his tail, its claws digging into the ground as it chased him. Just as Alex reached the river, he felt the cat's teeth sink into his leg. He stumbled into the icy water, feeling the cold shock of the water as it engulfed him. The current was strong, and he was swept downstream. But he didn't care. He had escaped the saber-toothed cat, and that was all that mattered. As he floated downstream, he could feel the pain in his shoulder and leg fading away. He had survived the encounter with the extinct beast, and he knew that he would never forget it. The sun was setting as Alex finally reached the other side of the river. He collapsed onto the snowy bank, his body aching and his clothes soaked through. But he was alive, and that was all that mattered. As he lay there, he couldn't help but wonder how he had managed to survive the encounter with the saber-toothed cat. It had been a terrifying experience, one that he would never forget. But he had made it through, and he knew that he would always be grateful for that.